Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today it's only going to be 64 degrees, but I still plan on going out and working in the garden. It should be a pleasant day to do that. Hopefully we won't get any rain. My plan is to fill up the containers with the old pots and then to plant as I go, so that the starts that I have don't get too leggy and too pot bound. So that is the plan. And I have flowers I want to plant. I bought marigolds and zinnias to plant alongside with the veggies because I'm hoping to attract some pollinators, and I'm also hoping that it keeps some of the bugs away. So I also bought some herbs, which I'll be putting in those pots. And I need to work on taking out a big, huge oregano plant in one of my raised containers because it's taken over the whole container, and I can put that in a smaller pot somewhere. So just moving some things around and also getting rid of some things and working on it that way. So I'm hoping by Wednesday I'll have lots of things to put on the curb for the garbage people. I have a table that's falling apart. I could keep it and use it to pot things on, but I have a potting bench that I've had for a couple years in the garage that's brand new that I want to put together, and I'll use that. And I don't need two things for the same function. So I'm trying to downsize the garden. I have to do that for my physical ability now. And I want to make it so that it's easy, because right now my garden is not giving me a whole lot of pleasure, just a whole lot of work. And I don't want to do that anymore. Plus that, I don't like to can. I don't like to do any of those things. If anything, I dehydrate and use my freezer. But my freezers are both full, so I can't put a whole lot of produce in there. So my plan is to just grow some fresh veggies for the summer. And if I have some excess tomatoes or things like that, I'll make it into spaghetti sauce or some sort of tomato sauce. But I don't want to can. I have things to do canning, and maybe once I get things downsized and in order, I might do a little bit of canning at some point. But if not, I'll get rid of all of that stuff. Sometimes my daughter likes to can, so I'll give it to her. So anyway, a couple people have asked me why I stir the coffee before I put in the creamer. Well, it's because the rye powder, it's like, it would be like a hot chocolate kind of powder, except it's mushrooms and chicory. That's what it is, mushrooms and chicory. So I have to stir that up before I put the creamer in, so I don't have a lumpy, bumpy cup of substitute coffee. So that's why I do it. All right. Now I can stir some more. Yeah, the rye has sort of a consistency of more like a hot chocolate than a thin coffee, but it's very tasty, and it makes a wonderful coffee substitute. Although I did buy Ticino too, and I actually like that better, but the Ticino I have is not mushroom coffee. So that I drink in the evening. I drink a cup of that because it's not caffeine. So cheers. Yummy. It's very yummy. It's pretty chilly out there this morning. So what I've been doing is going out and working in the garden more in the afternoon, because that way, once I'm done, I can take my shower and get into my loungewear. So this morning I think I'm going to do a little cleaning up here in the kitchen, make a couple of to-do lists for the garden, and then I think over the weekend we're supposed to have a couple of rainy days. So I'll think of some project to do inside. I still have a lot of downsizing to do in the house. So, okay, I will meet you over there at the budget book in just a while. All right, back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I didn't spend any money. Stayed home, worked in my garden, making slow progress, but good progress. So I don't want to complain. I'm happy I'm getting things done. So I think I have everything that I need now for the garden, except for any amendments I might need. And right now I'm not even concentrating on putting in the amendments. And I know I should do it before I plant my things, but since it takes me so long to get everything emptied and reorganized, I'm just planting those things in the ground, and then I'll just add the fertilizer and whatever else I need when I'm done with that. I'll just make that a project for a day, is just to put the soil amendments in the soil. Anyway, that's my plan. Sometimes you have to switch things around a little bit in order to get things done. So I'm still staying on track with my spending. I'm still debt-free. And hopefully I can use up the things that I can still use and get rid of those things that I don't use anymore. But what I'm finding is I'm going around decluttering, especially in my house, well, and in the garden too. There's things that I find that I forgot I had, that I actually start using again. So as you're decluttering, be mindful of that. No sense in rebuying something if you're going to use it anyway. But I'm trying not to keep everything. And I think I'm doing okay, but I think I can step it up a notch and still do better than what I'm already doing. It's a process. And I don't think you declutter once and you're done. I'm finding that as you change physically or mentally, and as far as your tastes, it's a constant declutter. And you know, as you buy new things, because just because you've decluttered doesn't mean you never buy anything new. But it's you know, the one in, one out rule is a good rule to follow. So I'm going to try that once I get everything settled. But it really is an overwhelming project at this point. Even with my prepper stash, now I know the world is crazy right now. We just don't know what's coming down the pike. So it's kind of hard to downsize a lot of that because, you know, you have it in case of emergencies, and it's not just the state of the world. It's the weather, or you could have an illness and not be able to go out shopping. And I'm sure, you know, if you have a family member or a friend, they'd probably be happy to shop for you. Or you could have the delivery services if you can afford them, because that costs more money to have things delivered. Then you have to give a tip. So not everybody can afford that either. So you kind of have to make your budget a priority as to what you're going to do with your stuff. anyway, that's what I think, because, I mean, if you have lots of money and it doesn't matter, you can get rid of everything and anything you want because you can afford to go buy new. But, you know, most of us aren't in that situation where money is no object, so we have to be a little bit more mindful of the things that we have and keep and get rid of. At least that's my opinion. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my coffee here a little bit and make myself a couple lists of things that I want to accomplish today. And once the weather warms up a little bit, I'll go outside and start working in the garden again. This morning, before I go out in the garden, I'm cooking up some things. I had 2 of these organic power mix that I got for 50 cents at Mark's. One of them I cooked up with this Asia seasoning, and I'll have that with a little bit of rice. And this one I want to cook up to have with some pasta. Whew, hot. So I'm just going to fry it in some oil. And my thought is, for this dish, I will make like a cabbage and noodles, because this is mostly cabbage, but I see some kale in there and carrots, so it'll be a little variety. So here I cooked up some vegan chicken that I can add to that. And here in the air fryer, I cooked up some breaded vegan chicken. So I'm making ahead some meals that I can eat, because this all needs to be used up. It was already reduced. And then I have all these that I need to do something with that I got for $1. So I'm going to cook some of it up, and I think some of it I'll end up dehydrating for future me. So I'll have some meals to eat. When I'm tired, all I have to do is heat them up. And I had picked up, when I was at Aldi's, this Ben's Ready Rice Cilantro Lime. So I'm going to have some of that with the Asia style. And I also have picked up this taco filling from Aldi's. So I want to make some kind of a taco or quesadilla or burrito, and I'll use some of the rice with that too. So I'm having a little bit of a cooking marathon this morning, and it shouldn't take too long to cook this up. And then if it's not raining, I'll head out to the garden. Here I cooked up a bunch of kale and spinach and arugula, and I'm going to make that into like a creamed spinach for a meal. And here I have a bunch of chopped greens, just various different things that I put together. That's going to be for tonight's dinner. I boiled an egg, and I'm going to have some of that not chicken with it. And I still have this arugula and this baby spinach, and I still have mixed greens here. So I'm going to probably eat another salad out of that, maybe tomorrow. And then I'm going to cook up everything and just so it doesn't spoil. Now here I have some things that I picked out that were starting to go bad, because this was all like $1, so you know you're going to get some bad stuff in it. That's going in my composter for the garden. Alright, so I'm about done cooking for the day, and I'll be heading outside. Here's my creamed spinach and other greens, and all I did was took some almond milk a little bit of cornstarch, a little bit of nutmeg, and of course it's got garlic powder, onion powder, and salt and pepper. And I made it into a creamed spinach or creamed greens, and it's delicious. So this would be great with mashed potatoes or on a baked potato, with some fried potatoes and an egg. Would be delicious. So this is enough for a couple meals, and I didn't waste my greens. Well, I'm out here today trying to empty these containers. So these bigger ones I think I'll probably keep just in case I need them down the road, but the smaller grow bags I'm getting rid of. So I'll just store these away, and then I'm going to take this and put it over there. So that's what I'm doing today. And then I have all this ivy growing here, so I think I'll just let it grow, let it fill in. And also, those are snake berries, and they look like strawberries, but they're not. They're not edible. So, and every once in a while, I'll just come through here with a weed whacker. So that's my project for today. Get these emptied and into the other container. I want to plant these two last pepper plants. I have 8 peppers all together. So I planted 3 and 3 in the other raised beds, and these 2 are going to go into this raised bed. And as I was coming over here to clean up the bed, I noticed all these calendula seedlings that had planted themselves over the winter. So I'm going to leave those. I'm going to work around those because they're really pretty when they bloom. So, and then here, some of my parsley is coming back, and more calendula seedlings. So that's a bonus. I'm going to leave that where it is. So I'm going to get these 2 peppers planted there, and I'm going to also plant some marigolds and zinnias in here. So yay, I love when I get free bonus plants. I've been wrestling with this oregano for over an hour, and I cannot get it out of this raised bed. And it took up like 3/4 of the bed, so I can't plant anything else in it. This is all the stuff I cut off. So I'm going to plant this in this container and this container over here, because I want to use this bed for something else other than just oregano. So, but I've pretty much had it for the day. I'll wrestle with it some more tomorrow. So I got some things planted. Let me show you. I still have plenty more to do. I got the 2 peppers planted, some rosemary. This is the parsley that's coming back, and the calendula, and then I planted some flowers. I don't want to plant too many. I don't want that to take all the nutrients away from the peppers. So that's all I'm going to plant in this bed, and then the calendula will bloom too. So, and then over here is my beautiful buddy. He's been keeping me company all day, right? Oh, you're getting a haircut on Saturday. And here I planted a zucchini, only 1. Last year I planted 2 in here, and it was just way too much. Neither one of them did well. And then just some flowers. So these I haven't planted anything in yet. These are going in containers. These need to be weeded, so I got all that done. I got a lot done today, and I'll tell you, planting in these tall planters is wonderful. So I have 3 peppers here with some flowers, 3 peppers over there with some more flowers. So, but I'm tired now. I can't do any more. So, all right, making progress in the garden. Got a couple of those pots emptied. They're way over there. That just needs to be cleaned up. So, okay, well, I'm going to go in and have some dinner and call it a day. No, you're not going to eat my lettuce. Get out of there. That's not for you. You need to get down. No. He just discovered that's lettuce. They love lettuce. Come on, I'll go get you some. You want a treat? Do you want a treat? We'll go in the house and get one. How about you? Do you want a treat? Come on, let's go get treats. Let's go get our treats. All right, you don't need to bark. Oh, I guess she does. All right, grab my drink and go in the house and call it good. All right. Let's go in, puppies. Go on. Go. And Chloe's just chilling. Oh, I see. You're not going because Chloe's there? All right. Go on in the house. In their homemade doggy door. All right. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay. You, get in there. All right, I'm coming. All right. Okay, well, I did get quite a lot accomplished today. Got some cooking done for future me. Got some work done in the garden for current me. Oh, sometimes I miss past me. Past me used to get a lot done. Oh well. We have to grow where we're planted, right? All right, one of the key elements to being happy. Grow where you're planted. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little garden adventure. Probably more than I did. But it's good. I like being outside and doing things. But the part that I'm doing now is just a lot of hard work. It's a lot of lifting and it's a lot of shifting things around, so it makes it more difficult. But it's okay. I like the planting. I don't even mind the watering. You know, that part is fine. But I need to get it to a point where I'm comfortable and where it's pleasurable again. Because right now it's not a pleasure. So being outside is a pleasure, but, you know, I'd rather be sitting there sipping a nice cool drink with my feet up, reading a book maybe, or watching some YouTube videos on my phone. But that's my goal, to just kind of use my garden as my staycation place. So that's the goal. And hopefully by the end of June, I will have accomplished that. Fingers crossed. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.